This undoubtedly a major test of Liverpool's current invincibility, a test too of Manchester United's durability at the end of a very big week for them. John Scales alongside Mark Hughes. Here's Ince. Rob Jones, currently England's right back, looking for Robbie Fowler, but it's another England defender there, Gary Pallister, who does the job for Manchester United. Ruddock soaring well, drops for David May. Liverpool were last here in the springtime. They were rather unfortunate to lose by 1-0 at a time when Manchester United were trying to beat off Blackburn's challenge in the title race, something that they did in the end successfully, of course. But it was a very nervy night when Liverpool were last on view at Old Trafford, and an unlucky night from their point of view. Cantona with some crafty work. On from Ince. Kanchelskis just showed too much of it, and it's Robbie Fowler who gets back, anxious not to concede the corner. But good appreciation of potential danger there. Liverpool haven't won the League Championship, which was almost theirs by right, it seemed, year after year for so long, since 1990. Barnes, of course, was in that team. Plenty of changes, though, around him. This is Bjerneby. Little Scandinavian scenario then, involving Bjerneby and Schmeichel. Liverpool, of course, got off on very much the right foot with that 6-1 win on the opening day of the season at Crystal Palace. That 1 goal to Palace's Armstrong, the only goal they've conceded so far. Bruce, Palace there. Leeds certainly got joy at United's expense last Sunday by taking the fight to them, and there were also some worrying moments defensively for Manchester United when Gothenburg, who scored twice here, played to capabilities. Here's Kanchelskis. Good try, and well turned away by David James. Kanchelskis cutting in and cutting through. Kept out by the goalkeeping acrobatics. Good try with the left foot. Kanchelskis gets a free kick. Rather belatedly, Pallister making a move to join Hughes and Cantona, and Kanchelskis on the edge of the penalty area. Bruce has stayed back this time. Giggs entrusted with the set piece. Lovely touch from Cantona, sharp. Ince with the try. Confident approach work from the champions. Five minutes gone, and an early goal here would be much appreciated. Barnes. Sign of his current confidence. Almost breaking through Barnes. Headed on by Redknapp to McManaman. Redknapp clips it across, and Ruddock is there, and somehow, from close range, Schmeichel has been able to keep it out. It was a real chance for Liverpool. 4-0 Ruddock. McManaman knocked it back. Redknapp clipped it in very cleverly indeed, in behind the defenders. Ruddock reached it on his good left foot too, had plenty of power. And with other sides in recent days finding that you can break down Manchester United, hope here for Liverpool, even though that was one that got away. Mulvey well forward. Oh, was unlucky, he got it there in the end, not quite as powerfully enough to give McManaman the maximum chance of moving on towards the Manchester United goal, or certainly down that far touchline. Just had to put on the brakes slightly. But did well enough to get a free kick. Goes back to Mulvey. Bruce put his head to it. Rush. Ruddock climbing. Drops here for McManaman. He's made space for himself. Oh, well kept out. Schmeichel stopping Steve McManaman, adding to the 2 goals he got on the opening day of the season at Crystal Palace. There wasn't too much wrong with the power or the placement. Great goalkeeping. It's still 0-0. Burnaby's corner. And beyond the back post was Ian Rush. And Liverpool at the moment getting a good supply of shooting opportunities. This is another angle on McManaman's blast. Wasn't the worst height for Schmeichel, but he had to pour it away. And since the early effort by Kanchelskis, not too much to worry David James, but he's worried here. It's Lee Sharp, and it's over the top. Well, having been on the receiving end for a spell, Manchester United reminding Liverpool that they've got plenty of sharpness in their attack. McManaman, Barnes. Still this cultured and confident look about Liverpool. And they've got another free kick. Bruce suggesting that Redknapp had dived. The referee didn't read it that way. Well, Schmeichel has to set a wall here. Wanting Ince to get to the right from that angle, far enough to stop anything being swerved round the wall. Jan Mulvey's having a good look at this one. Burnaby is there as well. But it goes to Ruddock. It goes through to Redknapp. Great set play, and Schmeichel has held them up for a moment. McManaman trying to catch the goalkeeper out when he was still lying on the ground. But a first-class free kick that only just failed to lead to Liverpool taking the lead. Rush. Mulvey's seen where McManaman is. And McManaman catching May out. And it needed the know-how of Bruce to be there again. Hughes knocking it wide. Under pressure. Did very well to do that. Kanchelskis. Cantona's free in the centre if it comes quickly. It comes for Cantona. James gets there. Giggs coming in. And Neil Ruddock and the goalkeeper himself able to keep Manchester United out here. All starting from Hughes initially. Kanchelskis got it in quickly. First time from Cantona. A stretching save from James. Gary Pallister with Ruddock alongside him, waiting by the near post. Oh, that was Bruce. It's Bruce again, and Ince was trying to make contact as the ball flew up, eventually into the grateful hands of David James. How often have we seen Steve Bruce do this down the years? Come in with no fear for his own facial features in the cause of Manchester United. Bounced off Burnaby, back for Bruce again, and Ince trying to be cheeky with the hand. Bruce, Barnes coming in. Bruce able to find his pass though to Irwin. Irwin again. This is Giggs. Cantona by the far post, knocked out by Ruddock. Ince lines it up, slices it. Paul Ince is one of 8 different Manchester United players who have been scorers already this season. It shows that although Liverpool are looking good, they could be hit by almost anyone at any time. McManaman, who's brought the best out of Schmeichel. It's interesting that they've kept him over on that left side for long spells, and who now causes enough trouble to Steve Bruce for Kelvin Morton to produce the yellow card for the Manchester United captain for this episode here. Maybe Liverpool's last chance to get in front before half-time. Indeed, there is the half-time whistle. Well, the first half here very much in keeping with what we've seen from Liverpool so far this season. Bright, confident, making opportunities, not taking them. With Schmeichel having to save well on a number of occasions, perhaps most notably early on from Neil Ruddock. David James too had an early problem from Andre Kanchelskis. But after 45 minutes of fast and furious battling here, it's Manchester United 0, Liverpool 0 at half-time. It's coming up to 6 hours of Premier play since Liverpool last conceded a goal. There have been spells here at Old Trafford when they've looked very much at home in the first half. Owen. Cantona couldn't do much more than let it run. It's Liverpool who benefit with Barnes. Fowler for Rush. Barnes tricked in, uses McManaman. Barnes was caught late. Bjornaby crosses. Liverpool don't want the whistle to go because Redknapp is shooting and rattling the Manchester United crossbar. All the time Barnes down just outside the penalty area. Well, since the Premier League was set up, Liverpool haven't beaten Manchester United in it, but there are more encouraging signs here, and that's the latest from Jamie Redknapp, that it might happen for them today. Sharp. Ince taking over. The space on the left for Manchester United with Dennis Irwin. They've got Giggs, Cantona and Hughes in the centre. And here's Cantona, but the flag is up. Must have been close, that. Little glance on the ball towards the Frenchman by Mark Hughes. As Ince played it in, and it was there that the flag went up against Cantona as Hughes played it. Sharp. Anticipated by Ruddock. Barnes on the break. McManaman to the left. Fowler, though, in a more dangerous position. Robbie Fowler pushed out by Schmeichel. Pallister first on the scene, well ahead of Ian Rush. And the game is spread and very exciting. And now McManaman is offside as Fowler played the ball back to him. But when John Barnes put Robbie Fowler away here, Fowler going across the goalkeeper sensibly. You can see Ian Rush trying to make up the ground, but Pallister in the proper defensive position to help the goalkeeper. Bjornaby comes off May. Bruce beaten to it. McManaman has the shot. It was Ian Rush who sneaked the ball away to set up McManaman. Mark Hughes is coming off. His current fitness problems well documented. And Brian McClair is introduced in the 15th minute of the second half. A miss hit by McManaman after Ian Rush had been typically alive close to the Manchester United goal. And the slice, which was a shot, nearly came the way of Robbie Fowler. Cantona, who's got Giggs as his supporting striker now. McClair coming from midfield, the substitute. Oh, the referee didn't help, but Ince! Even so, he got there to drill the shot. Let's look at Paul Ince coming in here. colliding with Kelvin Morton, but not complaining. And he still saw the whites of the goalposts and put the ball outside them. McManaman. Well, Steve Bruce might buy a round involving Gary Pallister in the bar after that bit of help. McManaman left him for dead for a moment. Kanchelskis. Cantona able to turn, recognise the possibility. It's Giggs! It was a chance. And there haven't been too many of them for the home side here. But that warning to Liverpool that all their good work might count for very little indeed. They haven't punished Manchester United, and were almost punished themselves here by Ryan Giggs. Ince. Glancing header from Rush. Ince. Cantona took some controlling, he was equal to the task! Well, his European suspension, dark clouds for Manchester United, but with the silver lining that when the league games come round, he at the moment is fresh for them, Eric Cantona. Terrific handling by James. A spectacular all-round control, shot, save. May. Kanchelskis. Still everything to play for here. McClair has been in the team, but lost his place on the foreigners' rule for the European game. And it's Cantona at the far post, with strong contact with the header. And more encouraging signs for Manchester United now, beginning to make life more difficult for David James. With 20 minutes to go, it's a Liverpool debut for their record signing, Phil Bath. £3.75 million. He comes on for Jan Molby at a time when Liverpool have been showing signs of losing their grip in midfield. Molby played a full part earlier in a good showing by Roy Evans' team. But this is a crucial stage. Manchester United flexing their muscles now. Not bad at the moment, looking as though he's going to keep an eye perhaps on McClair. It's Ince who hits it long. Scales, oh, it's a terrible header. Kanchelskis has scored. "27 minutes into the second half, a long wait for Manchester United, but their best spell in the match, crowned with a goal which was a defensive catastrophe for Liverpool. They've just made the substitution, but that cannot excuse John Scales there, trying to guide it back to James. Kanchelskis was in too quickly for Liverpool and got enough on the ball to get it over the line. The signs were there. Roy Evans recognised them. He made a substitution. But it didn't do the trick. An individual error has hurt Liverpool here. Are they going to lose for the first time this season? Kanchelskis. McClair. Cantona, great play. McClair! A goal of championship class. You can talk about European distractions, but Manchester United, in the meat of this particular match, showing to Liverpool that what they have domestically they want to hold on to. Lovely play, lovely goal. McClair rounding it off and contributing all along the line with Cantona. Not easy to turn it in with his second touch as the ball came back to him, but turn it in he did. Manchester United capitalised on the individual error by Scales in the first place, and McClair able to run off the midfield, including Bab, to get in for the second. Cantona. It's amazing how a goal or two takes the tiredness out of the legs. Look at Giggs here. Not for the first time, handling to admire from James. Fowler. Bab. Barnes away from Sharp. Would hardly change the result now, but Manchester United wouldn't want to lose even a goal this late stage to such intense rivals. Bruce trying to organise those around him, and Liverpool have lost for the first time this season, largely as a result of an individual error by their new £3 million defender, John Scales. Andre Kanchelskis nipping in on a weak header aimed towards David James, didn't find him. Kanchelskis got the crucial first goal, and straight away a marvellous move put together by Manchester United, leading to Brian McClair getting the second and getting United back on the winning track after last weekend's derailment at Leeds. A week of intense activity for the champions, with all the excitement of Europe as well. It's ended on a high. They love a win over Liverpool here, and they've seen one today by 2 goals to 0.